Hello and welcome to another Budget Model Railways update. The more observant of you will notice that the layout is somewhat more finished than the last one, and that's because we've actually got an update out on Friday which will show you how we got it to this stage. But we've also had quite a few people ask us to do some locos running, so we thought we'd just show a couple of very basic shunting movements in the quarry yard using our 3D printed industrial shunter and our 3D printed tippler wagons, which have all been weathered to suit the very dusty layout, as you'll see that we've done. So let's have a look at the locos running. So here we go. The shunter is now bringing in some empty tippler wagons, ready to exchange them for the full ones that are just on the right there. The only problem is we've got a goods wagon in the goods shed, which is in the way, so that's going to have to be moved first. So we're going to pull our wagons forward, hold them in place, and then we're going to run round and get the wagon out of the goods yard. So here we go. Now what Doug's done here is filmed the same movement from a number of different angles. It's something we did quite a few years ago now on a video, which went down quite well. And we've also tried to do quite a few from a lower level, which is at the end of the day where most of us see trains, not in this very high 3/4 downwards, which is what you see here, which is the way a lot of layouts are filmed. So we're just going to push those out of the way of that point, reverse ourselves back. Now obviously we've taken all the hand of God uncoupling and that sort of thing out just to make it run a bit smoother. So industrial shunter now is going in past the fueling point and getting our wagon. And then the wagon is going to be pulled back and putting one of the other sidings out of the way while we finish this particular manoeuvre. So you can see all the back scene here that we've done, which is in the video on Friday, all the new finished building. Quite like this shot. You wouldn't want to be stood there actually, would you, in reality? There we go. And this is a really nice, smooth running little loco. We had a few problems trying to get the speed right, but it's just practice. But this is the Hornby chassis that you can get now for $7.99, and our 3D printed loco body, which all painted up, looks great. All we've done for those stripes, that by the way, there is print them onto computer paper, cut them out and stick them on. As you can see, you can't tell they're not painted on the body. So there we go, there's a driver's eye view in to get the tipplers, and away we go. So these have all been filled underneath the big hopper there, and now we're going to push those back, put them into the other passing loop. It's a bit of a tight squeeze there. Only just get around the 3 wagons. There we go. Obviously the loco quite dusty and dirty, as it would be in this environment. So we're now going to pull forward, change the points, and reverse onto the empty wagons. And then they can be shunted back. Switching, for those of you in the US watching this, what we call points, you call switches. So you call them switchers, which makes sense, and we call them shuntings, locos or shunters, because shunt means to move something. There we go. So that's going to pull forward. We have quite a few American subscribers and watchers, and that's why we tend to use both terms when we do our titles and things. So there we go, another view that you probably wouldn't want to be there with 3 heavy tipplers coming towards you. So that's in under the hopper there. Back out. So we tried a couple of different filters on the camera, which is what's given us these great vibrant colours, which is quite nice to see for a change. Shows all the dirt and grime quite well. We've even weathered the track, the more observant of you will notice, which we don't normally do, but it seemed more appropriate in this setting. So we're now going to get our filled tipplers and also pick up our box wagon and take them out of the yard. So we've just pulled them forward to clear the point, and now we can take them all out of the quarry and back up to what would be exchange sidings with the main line, because this is a little independent quarry railway. There we go. And now we're going to do the same operation, but without the complication of having a wagon in the head shunt. So we can just pull these into the weighbridge. Have a little overhead view there. Run forward, But this is the idea of having the first video, the first clip there was just to show you how you can make the shunting more complicated by putting wagons in the way that have got to be got rid of. And obviously in this case we've got a switchback siding done deliberately to make the shunting more difficult. I'm sure in real life the important quarry hopper would be easy to get at, but I wanted to do something that would make us have to do more moves to do anything simple, which has worked very well. I've seen it in a few books, particularly books on US railways, and it has worked very well here. And I've actually incorporated one in the plan for the harbour layout that we're planning on doing next. We'll have a similar siding for the same reason, to make the shunting more interesting. Now I've also experimented, I can even get a class 33 on here. We've got Bagnalls and obviously the Janus shunter, which all run really well, so we'll try and feature them in future videos. So there we go, we've pulled those there up into the head shunt, run back around, and we can push those out of the way, down there, run ourselves back, and then we can come up into the other head shunt and then put these empty wagons back under the hopper, past the fueling point again, past the busy warehouse scene. Now that's a nice shot, as if you were stood there. Perhaps you're a lucky photographer and the quarry have let you there to take a few photographs. Shows the detail on that loco body that we've done very nicely. Pulled forward, runs forward, and then it's going to, so again from the different angle. And we're going to run back, pick up the wagons, and off we go. A much simpler shunting move, and that's under the arch there and back out. And here we go, just to finish off, bringing another empty wagon in. Perhaps it's an empty wagon to be loaded or a loaded wagon to be unloaded. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to have different wagons for different things, but that's going to stop at the goods yard. And then we're going to go off light engine back up to collect another load of hoppers. It's a busy little loco, this one. And there we go. Hi, thanks for watching the video and for the nice comments. Click on the left for a previous video in this series. Click on the right for another video you might enjoy. And please don't forget to click to subscribe, like, comment, etc. Thanks again.